my cake nice?
Yes, very nice. Whatever they give me, see, I finished it. It's very good. I'm a what's that? I eat a lot.
I see some more. Smells legit. It's a pretty good call. This 1,000 ah. Bye bye. Bye bye.
So I was trying to make Joy's cardigan, but I think I got the pattern right, but I can't figure out how to connect the center and the sides. Like you can see here, it's very even, so I need to fix it. Yeah, I think I can't figure it out here. So it's basically just a slip knot. Yeah, I did. And then somewhere I just looped the existing chain over. And then somewhere I did slip knot. I can't figure out which is which now. Anyway, I'll try harder.